the captain, the leader, the face, the heart and soul of this team. Paulo Dybala flopped. Defense.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Defend thyself. Defend thyself. Let's no, guys, easy, guys, relax, guys. It's your boy Double H. We need the mail for this. I'm sorry, guys. We need the mail. If you don't have a mail, press stop. If you don't have a meal near you, I don't want you to watch this video. I'm sorry. So I know that I will probably lose views and everything, and it's bad in a business-wise because you need views to survive. If you don't have a meal while you're watching the video, do not watch the video. Press stop and just watch something else. There's loads of other videos on YouTube you can watch. If you don't have a meal while you're watching this vid, I don't want you to watch this vid. Bye-bye. Defense. They told me in 2019, there's no place for defenders. Godin is a dinosaur. I had Van Dijk, Ramos, modern defenders who can play from the back, balls on their feet and so forth. Godin, he's slow, not mobile enough. He's not a modern defender. That's what I got told. Defense. He lost that. That Atletico performance was 2014. I'm going to get to Juventus and Allegri and everything. This is going to be deep, so bear with me. That Atletico performance is 2014. That is not 2019. And what shocked me the most was how that's an old school performance. Purely old school. If you're under a certain age, that performance makes no sense to you. 100%. Like, I'm gonna be real. I'm not being ageist. I'm not insulting my younger people. If you're not old school, that performance makes no sense to you. You're like, wait, what's happening? That's an old school performance. That is a performance from circa 97 to 98. You know, that's a 90s performance because that performance is like, you know what? We get what the kids are doing. We appreciate what the kids are doing, but we're going to take it back. We're not really, we're going to just take it back old school. Back all the way here. Before this time was, guys, I'm going to talk. This is going to be a very, very long video, so I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm going to talk. Before this time was made, I said that Juventus are going to win it. And my thinking was Juventus, how they've been built, their performances in previous Champions League entries, and the addition of Cristiano. 5 Champions League, the addition of Cristiano. I was like, you know what? It's gonna be difficult to ride. It's going to be difficult to ride if you're Atletico with what Juventus are bringing with an Atletico. Losing to Betis, are they really the same thing that they were before? Questions had to be asked. Questions were asked of, do Atletico have what it takes? And when you look at, for me, this was first half and second half. In that first half was, this is how I think this tie is going to go. It was dirty, nifty, gritty. I was like, this is exactly what this tie is all about. We're literally one goal in it. So it's going to be a 1-0 or a 1-1. That's it. There's only going to be one goal in it. And let's just look at that first half mainly. We have to. I'm going to have a discussion about the Dybala. I had my banter pips over, and I was having a discussion with man like Matt. Is Dybala overrated? We're going to have the discussion, because before the 2017, because I told you guys we're going full in this whole thing. This review is going to be like a story. So I'm going to go so in. It may be a two-parter. Before the 2017 Champions League final, I was like, Dybala is the next big thing. He's the next Argentine superstar that when Messi retires, he's the guy that's going to take the mantle. Remember, I think if you're old enough, Ariel Ortega was seen as the next Maradona. He was. Even to a lesser extent, Aymar was. But before that 2017 Champions League final, I was like, no, this is Dybala's moment. Dybala shows up in this moment. He leads these guys through. This is his christening. This is his Passover moment. We don't know what happened. Cristiano is the goal scorer. Zukic is the hustler stroke goal scorer. Dybala, you're the creative spark in his team. And the key thing about it is that look at what Paulo did, and a guy who I've called overrated, Griezmann, because I've put Dybala over Griezmann. But after this game, I'm going to have to rethink my view on Griezmann. I still have the same thing of me of him Griezmann being overrated. But in this match, Paulo Dybala flopped. I'm tempted to make him break of the game. I'm tempted, and that's huge, because I've never made the break of the game, but I'm tempted to make the break of the game. Because, homeboy, your role was very, very similar to Griezmann's, and you literally did nothing in this game. You literally did nothing in this game, as in you deserve to get to have been pulled off the damn pitch. But your boy, Antoine, he came up with some very critical plays in the game. Some very critical plays in the game. But you look at that first half, it was bitty. It was very bitty. And I felt that in that first half, for Allegri and Juventus, they were like, you know what? This is the game we want. 100% for Juve, they were like, this is the game that we want. We're not giving Atletico those many chances. They're not really in a rhythm. It's a very balanced, equal game. They're not really overacting us, and they're not really dominating us. So for Allegri, it was like, you know what? Keep it like this. Maybe we steal a goal. Keep it like this. Make sure that they do not score against us. We don't concede. We steal a goal, because this is what we will love. This is our bread and butter, meat and drink, flowers and pixies game that we like. Tight, bitty, nothing much, very close, not open at all. We steal a goal. Second half. Before I get there, chill. Costa is a very useful striker. Costa is the kind of guy where if he's not on your team, you hate his guts and you want to punch him in the face. If he's on your team, that is the guy that you're like, no, I ride with dude. So I just want to put that out there. So second half. That's. Let me just take a sip, chill. That's second half. If there's any two things, why can't Atletico play like that more often? Mental strength. Those are the two things I want to come with. Why can't Atletico play like that more often? Mental strength. Because for me, I felt that Giorgio had this game on the wraps. For me, I felt that's why I just thought that the way it was going, halftime, beginning of the second half, either this is a 0-0 or it's a 1-0 to Juventus, because I just thought about Giorgio, I think, had things under wraps, because Giorgio was Giorgio in this game. He was like, look, man, I'm going in, I'm sniffing out every more fun. But Atletico ramped it up and raised their level. And once Atletico raised their level, Juventus did not know how to respond. And I think that Juventus were not expecting not necessarily Atletico raising their level because they're the home team, they have to get the goal, but the sustained pressure that they had. The sustained pressure that they had. The Costa chance, you could have put that away. Why he didn't go with his left and he went with his right made no sense, because the way that he was going one-on-one, bro, you could go with your left. So I don't know whether it was Bonucci or Chiellini on him, homeboy, why are you going on your left? You can just easily go on your right, but cool. He missed it. VAR. I've got nothing against Morata. And for me, I would have applauded Morata in that situation. I said, like, good on you. Well taken goal, good on you. This is my issue with VAR. I get it. It's about making sure that it's the right decision, so the proper goals are given. So we're now in a stage where, let's say you score a goal in the World Cup final last minute. No, don't celebrate. Don't. Because if you score a goal where there might be a bit of a scuffle in the box, don't celebrate. When you want to score, like, chill. Let's wait for the review. Oh, you need to go to the screen? Okay, cool. Oh, no. Shh. We can't celebrate. We've got to wait for them to review. Hey, how you doing? Oh, are you going to be here this next weekend? Yeah, I'll bring the wife and the kids over. Oh, you reviewed? No goal? Oh, cool. Cheers. Thank you. Bye. So is that what... I don't know how we fix it. Whether it's a case of as soon as that goal is scored, something... It takes away a lot of the purity of the game. It takes away a lot of the purity of the game, because that instant gratification that you have of, boom, goal has been scored, instant reaction, you're taken away because, again, Morata, he celebrated, he loved it, blah, blah. Oh, we now have to do the review. So, man, I don't know this whole VAR. I mean, the technology is needed. We need to help the referees. But this is where I double down. Was it that much of a push on Chiellini? Because Chiellini knew what he was doing. Giorgio knew what he was doing, because that's a typical defender move. You know that ball is coming over. Any kind of contact you have, you sell it. It's a typical defender professional move. Cool. But for a referee, you're seeing that in slow motion, in instant replay. You've done, because I know that German referee, although he's been a bit tricky because he did something in one Bundesliga game, but I know that German referee, he's pretty experienced. Maybe not experienced enough, but he's pretty experienced. You should have, for me, that's not enough of a contact for you to disallow the goal. That's not enough of a contact on Giorgio to disallow the goal. But fair dues. This is where we talk about mental strength. Because I'll keep it down. When that goal was disallowed through VAR, I thought, you know what, it's done here. Cool. Juve escaped with a 0-0, and the conversation had is like, oh man, if only that thing it was given blah 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 blah. Mental strength. Atletico believed. They said, you know what, you're gonna take the goal away. We're gonna score another one. Ball coming in, Jimenez, right place, right time. I know the funny thing about the Jimenez goal. Bonucci went down, obviously acting like if he was injured, and again another professional move. But when Bonucci was down, he was still trying to block it with his leg. But when he saw he couldn't block it, he was like down on the ground, and then he saw the Juve players rush to the referee to say, "Come on, review it." So then I was like, "Wait, are you now going?" I tweeted us, "Are you now going to review that one again?" But that was a huge goal. At 1-0. I was like, it's either going to be Atletico holding to 1-0 or 1-1. But Atletico got the goal, boom, they got the slight advantage. Mental strength. Mental strength. Atletico said, nah. 1-0, nah. The Champions League final is going to be held at this stadium. I don't believe Atletico can make the final. I don't believe they can make the final. I do not believe they can make the final. I get it, understand. The Champions League final is at the Wanda Metropolitano, the home crib of Atletico Madrid. I don't think they can make that final. But I just feel that it's in the back of their minds. And because it's in the back of their minds, that soul and that guts and that sense rose like three phoenixes. It rose like three phoenixes. But, ball came in again, set piece, scramble, boom. Of all the people to be there, right place, right time, right connection with the ball, deflection of Cristiano, Godin. The captain, the leader, the face, the heart and soul of this team, flipping Godin. 2-0. I'm going to talk about it at the time, guys. I'm just chill, relax, just have your meal, relax. But 2-0 is like, now that's big. 1-0, cool. That's what I expected Atletico. I thought at best, Atletico get a 1-0 win. I thought that would have happened at best, but I still went with a 1-1. That was my prediction. But I thought the best thing I thought Atletico could do, 1-0 against a very tough Juve team. 2-0, we have a tie. This tie is fully open now because the key thing is this. I don't care about Liverpool, Bayern. I don't care about PSG, Man United. This was the biggest tie. When this tie was made, as I know, I told you, this is the half of football court. This is not the half of Premier League court, the half of La Liga. I'm about football. Okay, I'm about football. Okay, the world does not revolve around the freaking Premier League. I'm about what is the biggest football game. This one. But it's like the way Atletico were playing and everything. But this results at 2-0. When that second G goes in, it changes the whole complexion. Because I want to just talk about the whole tie in the second leg, but I want to just leave that to last. But I just want to go back to the game. Who to blame? I'm seeing Allegri out. Allegri is a prick. Allegri is this. Allegri that. My thing is this. Are you going to blame Allegri for those set piece goals? I think when you look at those set piece goals, bro, that's down to you. We've set this up, we've drilled this, we've worked on this stuff, and for the best part of 78 minutes, you've been doing really good. But the fact that you were not able to lock it down, get things good, boom, you only have yourself to blame. So, for me, because remember, playing Atletico away from home ain't easy. It ain't easy. Not many. See, Atletico away from home, that's a different task point. Atletico at the crib, it ain't easy. So, for Juventus, are you going to say for Juve had to now go all out attack, spring the attack? And the key thing is, when they were 2-0 down, yes, they needed the goal. They needed to really push it through. Obviously, that's why he brought in Benedesco, just to add a bit of craft in that attacking third. But I think the key thing was Paulo being ineffective. Boom, didn't help things. It really did not help things. So again, I don't know how much blame you want to put on dude, really. So, but for Juventus, I think them looking at this game overall, I just think for them, tactically they had. Okay, how am I going to say this? I think first half they had it. Second half they gave Atletico far too much possession, but not only possession, the amount of pressure Atletico were putting on them, the amount of openings they had, and I think Griezmann just raised his game. He was just getting into too many good pockets, and Juve did not really have a worthwhile response to that. And because Atletico were having such sustained pressure, they grew in confidence because they grew in belief of like, nah, man, the goal is coming. They're not coming at us with everything. We've sussed them out and we're pushing further up the pitch. And these guys are not really repelling us. The tie is not over. I need to make that very clear to you. People tweeting at me saying that the tie is over. You don't know for football. No Costa, that's a big loss. Although Morata did walk the channels pretty well. Thomas Partey is a big miss. Partey is a very big miss for Atletico because he is a very, very important, consistent screw cog inside that flipping team. So that is something to be wary of. Something to be wary of. The tie is not over, and that is why, guys, we have a real game on our hands, because Juventus are going to turn up in Turin. Atletico have not been good away from home. Juve know that they have to turn up, so we are guaranteed goals come the next few legs. But I think Juve, they know that they've got to raise their levels, and they know that they have to be very crafty and very wily to break down this Atletico defense. But I have to talk about defense. That's how I started this whole thing. I want to talk about defense. And I need to... Triple spaced to Simeone. I thought he was done. Why did he sign the contract extension? And insulting him, saying, what are you doing? Even if they may still be knocked out, this was a huge tactical display. So if you're a kid, you want to be a manager, you want to be a tactician, study what Simeone did in this game. Because defensively, it was a thing of beauty. Like Godin and Jimenez right. Both Uruguayan and both scored, but their defensive work, not only the defensive work of Atletico's team, the shape, the organization, and how much they had to make Juventus sweat to get a full sniff. Huge. So, and the beauty about that is that that's the beauty of football. This whole thing of like, oh, inside forward, attack, false nine, everybody must be attacked. No. There's another way to get the W. There's another way to get the W. There's not only one way to get the flipping W. There's not only one way to play. There are many different philosophies around here, baby. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of that. It's not over. The tie's not over. Guys, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. The tie's not over. The tie's not. But when you just watch this match, like, obviously there are matches where, like, it's 3-0, 4-3, 4-2, 5-4, 5-1-3. But when you look at how this game was played, this is a certain kind of football that I grew up with. I told you, this was old school. So, like, this was not a game for the kids. Kids don't know what the hell this was. For kids, it's like watching, it's like watching an Egyptian in Alaska or something. I don't know, something like that. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So this was a different kind of operation that was going on here. This is a whole different kind of operation that was going on here. So, no. Atletico showed up. And I didn't believe that they had this in them. I didn't believe that they were able to raise their level, attack better, attack with more confidence, and really take the game to what is still a very good Juventus side. A very good Juventus side. So this just sets things up beautifully. For what is going to be a classic of a second leg. Because anything can happen. Atletico, remember, this is the same Atletico that's considered 6Gs to Dortmund away from home. So you could have a situation where Juve smoked them open, 4 or 5 Gs. You could have a situation like that. Anything can happen. Atletico could get, I know, in a way, that's another important thing. Atletico did not consider any wages, but can Atletico get a G in Turin? Who knows? That's the beauty. We don't know what's going to happen. But it just sets things up beautifully. Dybala going to show up. But I think for Cristiano, again, he did his best to try and make things happen. But it wasn't his night. It wasn't his hit. It wasn't his night. Great free kick though. I mean, his free, because again, I think his free kick record has been horrible the last few times, but that was a quality free kick and a very good save by Oblak. Speaking of saves, again, I'm just remembering myself. Save from Griezmann's lob by Chesney, that was a quality. I thought that was in. I thought Griezmann misjudged the lob. It was a damn good save by Chesney, which is what he can do. But yeah, but I just thought for Cristiano, I think he needed some support. He can't do it on his own. He doesn't have the kind of dribbling one-man mentality of like Lionel Messi, in Neymar, Hazard, and Mbappe or the Us. He needed Dybala to step up. He needed Manzouki to step up. He needed some support from all the other players around. And I just do not think that for Juventus, I don't think there was enough quick shots, pass, clever kind of creation and playmaking in that last third area just outside the D. It was very obvious and there were not enough fresh ideas in the way that they wanted to really approach in ways to break down Atletico. Because for Atletico, the way you break them down, you've got to be smart. When you look at the way that Barcelona have been able to score against Atletico and really break them down, it's by being smart, being magical, taking risks, and really playing with a bit of sex coming towards that defensive lineup, man. So, yeah, man. I mean, yeah. Champions League, man. Champions League, man. It ain't a joke, man. It ain't a joke. It's very real. And it's why we love it, man. Guys, man. Say it right now. That second leg, it's going. Goals are guaranteed in that second leg. It's going down. Anything can happen. Diego, Jeremiah, Godin. I mean, maybe for a week, I'll maybe make him a chief hooker. Just for the week, and then I'll put him down to tier 1. But I may just for what he did defensively and getting that G, I think I'm going to make him a chief hooker just for the week. I'm going to make him a chief hooker just for this week, man, because for the captains to come clutch like that on both ends, time's not over. It's not over. No. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.